Hi, you're listening to Life is Scary podcast. LIS is made up of me, Proggoddess, Giiblet,
Hi.
and Yana.
Yes.
Today we are talking about the magic of crystals. Whether you believe in them or whether you don't, they exist in the world, and we each kind of have our own little experience with them. Not all of none of us actually are very knowledgeable on it at all, but we enjoy it and we wanted to talk about it and how we think is
Yes.
magical. How
Yeah.
did you guys first hear about crystals? Was it something that was magical, or are you just like, ooh, pretty rock?
Um, I think I was about 22 or 23, and a friend who I'm not friends with anymore, they got me into crystals because she had crystals and stuff, and she kind of
Not a good
told me a little.
direction to go.
I mean, because she had a lot of crystals, and I was kind of curious on because they look so pretty. That was my instant reaction to crystals. And then I eventually kind of tried to get into crystals on my own later on in life. So
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of crystals with me right now that I still use.
That's awesome. Do you have
Okay.
any experience with it, Yana?
Funny enough, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, a friend of mine, he was telling me how he started using crystals, and he just started having them around him. Um, my ex was into crystals, and he's South American, and I was just like,
Connect.
okay, I never thought anything of it. But when my friend told me about it, I was like, okay, well, let me look into it. And so it was so funny because I was actually redecorating my bedroom when he told me about it, and that ended
Nice.
up being like one of the major components of my bedroom. Um, I have crystals that sit in a jar. I have a tree that has amethyst crystals on it.
Ooh, I
I
have those
have the whole
too.
chakra it's an ornament that's supposed to go on a Christmas tree, but it's on my wall. Don't ask.
Your bedrooms are life's Christmas trees.
Seriously. And even on my vision board, I have like a motivational affirmation, I guess you could call it, that has to go with the chakras. So
I
yeah.
love
Oh,
that.
awesome.
Mhm. But I will say I do not. Okay, first off, I feel like crystals are an addiction. All right, I'm just gonna keep it real
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's like I feel like you can't have enough. I have this lovely little jar, and I'm just like I need to get crystals to put in it, but I'm not sure where to find crystals. Um, that's a safe place to go to get them because the internet be lying sometimes, and
Crystals are just rocks.
that's what I thought. But sometimes they're plastic.
Sometimes they're plastic, resin, glass.
Yeah. But I was think it's kind of funny how since we started talking about looking up crystals, my TikTok has been flooded,
Always.
Giblet, with the people who
Always.
do the crystals, and it's like you get the surprise bag, and I just want to
Oh
Oh
buy
my
my god,
them.
those are so
god.
cool.
I
I've
want to
bought them
buy
off of
it.
Etsy. I've bought them and I've been very happy with my little shiny rocks. But there's always that little voice in the back of my head that's like, are mine genuine? Who knows? But it was
Yeah, I feel the
fine,
same
fine
too.
to purchase. Yeah, the place that I got them from had like zodiac sets. So I kind of got the sets for my family members. And I was doing a lot of I found crystals a while ago. Originally I found it because I read somewhere that you know that pink salt rock? The like they'll make a pink salt lamp
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
I
and
have
make
one.
those
I have
kind of
one over
things.
here.
So I
It's
originally
not
had like
on.
started with that because my Wi-Fi router is in my bedroom. And they said that like the rocks are good at absorbing radiation and stuff like that. I don't know how true it is, but that was my motivation behind buying it. I just stick a bunch of rocks around my Wi-Fi router. And from there I was like, "Oh, but there's so many other pretty rocks. They're so great." So my friend on her birthday wanted to go to this crystal shop in Manhattan, and we went. And at first, I thought this is bullshit. These people are like super, 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 super obsessed, and I
Mhm.
felt like I did not belong there. um, but the very kind lady at the store helped me out because I was touching all the rocks. They were like, "You'll touch a rock, and it'll balance you. You're gonna feel the energy in your body channel." And I was like, I don't. And I touched every rock. I was in there like, is it you? Is it you? No, I don't think so. And then finally, and I hate the
Oh my
color
god.
yellow. I genuinely hate the color yellow. Well,
Oh.
I like it a little more now. I hated it growing up. It's just not the color I gravitate to. I hate the whole forced happiness that comes with yellow. Um,
Same.
but she like was like, "Oh, just like go to citrine." Most people like citrine because citrine is like a good grounding stone. It's positive. It's a warm, earthy undertone. So like most people like
Mhm.
citrine. I was like, I'm not gonna like that ugly ass rock. I'm already telling you. And I touched it and was like, oh, this psychotic mess is true. Holy moly. It absolutely was like the strangest because it was a very loud, frenetic area. It was a very small shop and there were a lot of people. It's exactly what Manhattan always is like very tiny spaces with lots of people.
Yep.
And it just felt like all the noise around me kind of like dulled a little bit. And it felt like I was in my own little white noise bubble. And it was nice and it felt good. And from then I was like, I want to collect more. I like this
I'm
feeling.
I'm kind of offended
Like
that
what?
citrine, which is my birthstone, that you were like, ill, no. I'm
Oh
just
my
Like
like,
god.
when you go,
wow.
okay, so wait, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. When you go to the store and they show you, hold on, I got a lot of rocks to go through. When you go to the
Oh.
store and they're like, "Hey, here's this like pretty shiny, clear, crazy looking thing. This one's all teal and pretty. Look at this one. It's sparkly, shiny, blue, purple." All these like very cool. I was dying to have smoky quartz be my thing. It wasn't. Everyone was like, "Oh, look at all these pretty rocks," and then they stuck this in front of me, and I was like, "What is that?
You know what's
I don't like
sad?
It's
that.
so
I
cute
like
though.
this."
It's
Is
so
that
cute.
It's cute
your
now.
camera is not letting it feel the love, but I have one right here and it is beautiful. How dare you?
They are beautiful.
Okay.
Now they are beautiful.
These
Now,
are
but
so
I was
cute.
I was uneducated at the time. They are absolutely gorgeous. You gotta know. You gotta open up. It's just a testament on like exploring your horizons. The color you might not think you like might be the one for you. I genuinely didn't think I'd like yellow. I thought I was gonna like something like pyrite. Like it's all gold and crazy looking,
Mm.
you know?
Mhm. Fool's gold.
Fool's gold. It's so cool. I was gravitating to that. I was gravitating to like the smoky quartz, the dark stuff, and it turned out the like bubbliest thing was the thing for me. This one is also really cool. It like it changes. It's very strange. Forget what this one's called, but it like has a iridescence quality to it. All these things that are not citrine. Citrine is like happy, bubbly,
Yes, it's all
all the
about
things I know.
imagination, positivity. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
And so it's the thing that you need in your life, which is that's what I needed in my life. I'm too controlling, clearly, as everyone has witnessed.
Giblet controlling never.
Never heard of that.
But it also varies. So this is kind of listen, I'm moving on. I am uncomfortable.
She
Oh
said,
my god.
and segue.
Click
And
and I'm done.
segue. I got distracted by the fact that these are both citrine,
Mhm. Mhm.
technically. But look how
I was gonna
clear.
say I've never seen a clear one.
It's like a
So
very like faint.
I was clearly, no pun intended, I think scant. Because this doesn't look
Oh.
anything. This was supposed to be
Mhm.
a citrine tower. First of all, it was also supposed to be twice the size. I have very small hands. It's very small. But it's clear. It's very strange. It's like tinted yellow. It doesn't look
Yeah.
yellow.
No, no,
And
it
it also
doesn't.
like citrine is either yellow or white. Like it also is like the peaks are yellow. The points that jut out usually are yellow, but its base is usually like white in its raw form. And that's why you'll sometimes see it with the polished stones. There's like bits of white in there because the citrine sticks out of that like white part. But
So where did you get the really clear faint one from?
the fake one, Etsy.
Oh my god.
Really? See, I got
Like
mine
Etsy
from
or
Amazon.
Oh,
yeah, me too.
actually, no. This one came from an Instagram store.
Oh,
That's why it's fake. This one came from an Instagram store.
Not
These other ones are
Instagram.
just pocket stones. These were great. I think they're really pretty. They're shiny. They also sell things like they sell them in like round with a thumbprint in it. Like it just has a divot and it's supposed to be a calming stone. This is just plain rose quartz because I mean it stays pretty cold because it's non-porous. Crystals are non-porous. That's why you'll see those like face rollers.
yeah, yeah.
If they're really crystals, they stay cold. They don't really absorb heat, so they stay cold. So these like calming stones, they just stay cold. So when you
Hmm.
need to calm down, you press your finger to it as a little divot for your finger, and you have
Oh
just something to
wow.
hold on to. I wish I had it in citrine, but it's rose quartz. It's smooth and pretty. I've got a
Interesting.
bunch of crystals, so I've really gone off the deep end. But it was
Sounds
also
like it.
like tied to the tower reading. It's like I think it's definitely tied to a lot of different religions in different ways and different spiritualities in different ways. It also is like I have a selenite tower. That's this guy.
Oh,
And this is like and it's supposed to be like it's like the idea of a wand. It's channeling your energy to one place. So when you're doing your prayers and you're doing your asking the spirits for guidance, it's supposed to empower your power, your magic. I don't know if it actually works, but it sounds nice and it looks pretty.
I'll say I feel so left out. You guys have like so many crystals. I only have two.
I went
Which
I
ones
had
do you
crazy.
more,
have?
but that was years ago. I don't have them anymore. But I just have two necklaces. I have an amethyst one,
Oh.
Cool,
and I
pretty.
have a obsidian one.
Oh.
Yeah, I got
Those
these
are,
off
I think those
Amazon.
aren't, I don't think those are just necklaces. I think those are the pendulum things.
You about to
Well,
summon
So,
Amazon said
something,
it was.
goddess.
no,
I, I
it's the
mean,
thing. I don't know if
no, I'm not.
this
I'm
might
not.
have
I'm
been
not.
just my Hispanic grandma, but growing up, they would do this thing with the needle and thread. And it would show whether or not you were gonna have babies and whether they were gonna be boys,
Oh.
girls.
Oh,
And
I
they would
think my
like
grandmother did that.
they would do this, and then if it went vertically, it meant something. If it
I've
circled, it
seen
meant something.
that.
So the pointed like necklaces like that, they have like it's kind of like a Ouija board, but it's not.
Mhm.
They're just like these cloths that have like yes or no and
Mhm.
like answers and a bunch of different like spiritual um machinations.
I
And you're
hope that these
supposed to
not what these
like
are for.
you sage and then but you know you hold the pendulum whatever it is. It's
And let
usually
it
just a
sway.
pointed necklace, and you let it sway. And when you ask it a question, it's supposed to sway in the direction of an answer.
Goddess, you know what that means. You got to
I'm
test
gonna
this
throw them
out.
away.
You got no. We got to test it. She said, "I'm
You
putting
test
this in the
it.
I
trash."
don't know. I don't know about
No,
that. I
we
just
gotta
got them on
test
Amazon
it.
because I thought they were cute, and
They're probably
um,
not, but I bet they're like they're designed after that. Like someone
Yeah.
saw it and was like, "Let's
probably.
make that,"
Mhm.
and they made it.
But no.
But yeah.
Well, so amethyst. I mean, I love purple and like lavender. I love any shade of purple. That's my favorite color. Um, but I didn't really. I remember getting an amethyst crystal a long time ago, and I didn't know the meaning of it. I didn't know what they meant until like recently, like probably like a few years ago, that it helps with like balance, like you to be calm and keep you safe. Um, like I guess like anxiety or stress.
This is supposedly amethyst.
It's so cute.
Hmm.
It's purple. It's good for anxiety, so that suits you.
Yeah. I was like, you
Seems
know what?
very
I
feel
kind of
calm.
that.
like I feel like I gravitated towards it. I don't know. I don't know if that means
Hmm.
anything, but and then obsidian is like to keep you grounded, I guess, or like to keep like negative energy out.
Mm.
So that's why I got it. I thought it
Hmm.
was cute, and yes, these are the only ones I have.
Okay, so we're gonna have
I
to
wish I
get you
had
some
more.
more.
Honestly,
You.
you know where I find them a lot, and I'm sure that these are the fake ones. Um, Home Goods. They
You said
have the
home
kits.
goods.
They
Yeah,
have the kits
no.
a lot of the time. When you buy the sage kits at Home Goods, sometimes they'll have crystals with it because the way that you cleanse your crystals by saging it
Or the moon, a full moon.
or a full moon.
Yes.
But
I had to
those
look that
come
all up.
quite
I did not
frequently.
know that.
It
Oh
is easy
yes.
to sage.
When I got my crystals, that's the first thing I was like, how to cleanse.
Crystals, but they're really just rocks because some of them aren't even shiny. Like this guy isn't. This is almost like an arrowhead one,
Hmm.
and it's like a teal color. The light is making it harder to see.
So that might
It's
be, I'm looking at like a
Is that
moonstone.
green?
no moonstone is like opalescent.
Okay.
Moonstone is wild looking, especially when it's polished. It like is a bunch of it's reflecting a bunch of different colors. Hold on, I think
Mm.
this is that came in something called a throat chakra set, and it
Oh.
is. So I also bought like different chakra sets.
Hmm.
I believe that one is not that, not that, not that. Amazonite, and this is
Oh.
technically, I mean, the word crystal makes it sound like they all look like this,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
but
no.
some of them
Yeah.
they're basically rocks. They're just rocks that it's connecting you to earth. It once was a part of the earth, and it is I genuinely believe that the same way we have radio frequencies in the air, there's all of our devices let off some amount of radiation. It's why men and men are more and more less fertile the more they keep their phone in their pocket.
That and
Staying
all the
away from the
Mountain Dew.
microwave. Yeah, all the
That
Mountain
Mountain
Dew.
Dew.
Yes,
Oh
that
my
and the Mountain
god.
Dew. I remember
Yeah.
that.
I never heard of that.
Hmm. That's why we got to weaponize Mountain Dew
Hmm. It
to
messes with
men.
sperm count.
Mm-mm. Keep it away.
Keep the
uh,
sperm away.
but I definitely think that this absorbs some of it. It's like it's not crazy to think if that stuff exists, and we
Hmm.
believe that scientists have told us that that exists. Why wouldn't something from the earth be able to kind of neutralize some of that energy?
Goddess, since you only have two crystals, is there a particular crystal that is out there that you would like to actually get next?
Um, I didn't even think about it. The one that Giiblet has, the one for like happiness, and
Oh,
the
that
other one, what's it
citrine.
called?
The citrine. The
Yes,
the the taupe.
yeah, I want that one.
November Scorpio. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. I mean, everybody should have that.
Yeah, I think yeah, I kind of want that one. I think that's the only one that I kind of like want next. I think I'm good with these two for now, but I do want to expand
Hmm.
to more crystals.
I just stick them around the house. You don't have to necessarily have a place for them.
I was gonna ask. So you have a lot, Giblet. Do you carry them around? I know there's some people who like have them in their pockets.
Hmm.
I know some people like I have a bracelet with the chakra on it, but like, do you carry
The
around like
necklace.
raw? Yeah, the necklace. Do you either one
So
of
I
you?
do
Well,
have
you only have two, but do you, Giblet, like carry around your crystals like in your pocket?
I have jewelry that has it,
Okay.
that have stones. I forgot to bring those out, but I don't wear jewelry often, so I end up not really bringing any of this out. I usually have it around my bedroom. Like I make it a point to have one at the entrance of the room, by the window. I have definitely a lot of the like. Can't really tilt it up because I don't feel like standing
Mhm.
up and showing y'all my booty, but I
Mm-mm.
have a long baby Yoda or a bunch of different rocks. I don't know what they mean, but they're rocks, and I feel like that is where all of the Wi-Fi signals come from. So stick
Mhm.
it over there. But I usually, because I use sage in my house, I have the shell that you use sage with.
There's a
It's
shell.
Ooh, that's
so
so
you're
cute.
supposed to it's to catch the ashes
Oh, I just be letting that
when
thing
you're.
just lay on the ground. I thought that was supposed to be part of it.
No, you're
Oh,
supposed to. So with sage, you're supposed to go around your house and like
Mhm.
send it out the window, out the door, outside, because you, or else you're just trapping the bad energy back in your house. Oh
All
no!
right. So Yana needs to resage her house. Okay.
the more we know,
Yeah, no, you
you
gotta
always
walk
learn
around
something new
and
every
send it
day.
away.
Really? Cause
I
yeah,
did not know that.
I have like
And
sage
there's like
sticks.
a feather that kind of like fans it so that it stays on.
There's a okay. It's
Um,
time to go to Etsy. I
yeah,
need the whole
but
sage kit.
I did this little kit is on
Adds
it.
to cart.
I have
Mhm.
a big shell and a little shell. My little shell is what I use. Oh my god, I
She
broke
broke
it.
it all. She broke everything.
My little shell is what I sage with because this, I mean, it's a lot. This is a big thing to carry around. But I usually will just stick all crystals in here.
Hey, it
And these are the
works.
ones that are by the window. There's a lot of quartz. And I used to, when I was doing my tarot card pulls, I had a crystal for every person who I was praying for, essentially, who I was trying to give good energy and who I was trying to find answers on. And everyone had their own little stone. And I would lay it out. So some of these got a lot more use than others. But they're all over the house. They're all over.
Mm.
And when I see them, they make me happy. They remind me of a time where I'm intentional about stuff. Buying this stuff is very intentional. Like, you
Yep.
don't just on a whim, because they're all expensive. You don't really buy these on a whim. It's
Mm-mm.
a very intentional thing, and it kind of like reminds me of a time where I had agency. Colin, that was magic. It was on my thigh. When I had agency and thought like I wanted to do this for myself, and I did it,
Mhm.
which I don't do that a lot. So seeing these little reminders around the house remind me to do that, and I feel like
Okay.
they clear my mind.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I could fit them
Um,
all in one little shell.
I just went to Etsy to find this, and so I found a beginner's white sage smudge healer starter kit. And so
Ooh, I kind of want to get that.
the I
You could
have
also
the
find
South
them at Home
American
Goods.
wood.
Just saying.
I'm not.
Home Goods.
I don't feel as though Home Goods gonna have authentic stuff. They're gonna have
No,
some
they. So the
birch.
one by me had. The one by me had a lot of You do have to be careful because some of the sages like aren't good, and you'll know it immediately when you light
Mhm.
them because they stink, and you're like, that's not
Mm.
supposed to stink. Um, but like for to get the kit, it's not bad
Yeah.
because even if you don't use the sage that comes with it, you got the. Usually, it's a little more affordable to get the shell and the holder and
Well,
the
this comes with
feather.
all of it. This
Yeah.
actually comes with all of it. But I have the South American holy wood, and that's what I've been burning. Um, but then they have the white sage, which for some odd reason is USDA organic. How did we get that approved? I don't know. But, and then they have the
Well, because
shell.
sage is a it's like an herb.
I know, but
And sometimes they
do
put
we need to eat that?
fillers in the stuff that they wrap. Hold on, hold on.
Not
Okay, I'm gonna
wait, wait,
scoot.
wait. I was about to
Fillers.
say you
I'm
gonna
gonna
cover?
scoot.
She's gonna scoot, y'all. She's
She
scooting.
gonna do a little scoot,
I'm
scoot,
scooting.
scoot,
I'm
scoot,
scooting.
She's scooting. Oh, we saw a little side thigh.
We did. We did.
Okay, so
Comment down
wait.
below if you saw the side thigh.
Tell us what you thought about the little side thigh right there. So wait a
No,
minute. They're putting fillers in the sage? Doesn't that like defeat
That's
the
not.
purpose?
That. I don't know. Why would they put fillers in that? I don't get that. To make it last longer? I don't know.
Yeah, like I.
okay. So I buy a lot of Palo Santo. I'm about to out myself as being a crazy lunatic. I'm so.
It's okay.
Buy a lot of Palo Santo, but so the way that so this is a huge one.
I was gonna say that
This
thing
looks
is
like I am
big.
ready to get high. I hate
Like,
when they come like this though because you're never like And what planet are you lighting
That's a
this?
lot to light. That's a
This
fire.
is the
Okay, that's
last.
So
just
that's
a fire.
Well,
That's a
and it's not supposed
torch.
to stay lit. You're supposed to like singe it and let the smoke.
That thing is huge.
it's enough to
But they
start a
wrap it,
campfire.
Yeah.
so it's wrapped.
Mhm.
So they to avoid using sage. Some of them you'll find have a lot of sticks in it. Like it has not a lot of sage leaves.
Mm.
Like the sage leaves are really tiny, but it's all bundled a bunch of sticks, and the sticks don't light well and they don't smell good.
Wait, can I just use the sage that's in my kitchen? Cause I have sage leaves.
No, I
Oh.
don't. I think so,
I
but those
was
are
like, can I just
dried.
I
light
mean, it
that?
is sage. I
I don't
don't.
I
know.
was
Probably,
like, when you said that, I was like,
probably.
hold on, I have
But
sage.
and there's also different ones. Like this is sage, cedar, and mugwort. These are three different types of
Huh.
um uh smudging. There's three
Okay.
completely different leaves. So you can find a lot. There's a lot. It's the smudging to ward off evil spirits is always the sage, but the other ones do things too. Like I do a lot of Palo Santo. I really just go for what smells good.
Mm.
Like this was a kit that I found at Home Goods, but it has sage, cinnamon, and cedar, and it just
That
smells good.
might smell really good though.
It
Yeah, the
smells like
cinnamon
fucking
too.
Christmas.
Yeah,
It's
I was like,
great.
that's gonna be great in the wintertime.
It's
Mm-hmm.
I
fantastic. But some of
wonder.
them,
They some of them smell bad.
like the tobacco is one of them.
Ooh,
Wait, they got tobaccos. I don't think like that's
I'm
literally a
good.
toxin. Never
They
mind.
all they all do different things. Some of them are laced with tobacco. They have like tobacco leaves in them.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
These are my favorite. You can't go wrong with Palo Santos.
That's what I have.
Mhm.
I have that.
Smells
Um.
good when you burn them. It lasts a while. One little stick will keep you forever because they take a long time. They like singe for a
Mhm.
while.
Yeah.
My grandmother
Mhm.
has that.
It's very nice. Good evil spirit warding.
And
Cleansing
so
your
you,
house.
I was gonna say, but you use that also to cleanse the crystals, because that's what I
Yes.
used.
So I use it to cleanse crystals and to cleanse cards. So when I buy a new deck of tarot cards, I'll cleanse them with smudge stick. Mm-hmm.
Now there are some other ways though to apparently cleanse your stones. Um, I went to Healthline.
Ooh,
They have
health line.
10.
Oh.
They actually have 10 different ways. So running water.
Wow,
Ooh.
It says water is used to neutralize any negative energy stored inside the stone and returns it back to the earth.
that's
All
totally the opposite of what I heard.
Yeah, that's what they have. Although natural running water, like a stream, is best, you can also run some under your faucet. It takes a minute per stone. You want to use this on hard stones, such as quartz. Do not use this on brittle or soft stones. Then
Maybe that's
hmm?
yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe,
that's where I was because I
yeah,
learned that it's damaging to the stones.
yeah. This is only works for hard stones. They also say salt water. So putting them, collecting. Whoa, just imagine this. You have your shell. You go to the ocean, you and collect yourself some salt water, and then you can submerge it, but it has to be for up to 48 hours, and once again, only the hard stones. Do not do on any soft, porous, or trace metal stones.
Consult Sebastian on what he thinks you should do next.
I mean, he does know the
Interpretation.
things. Not I know we did a whole Little Mermaid reference. I felt it. Um, not black rice, brown rice is a method used to draw out negativity. It's especially good for the black tourmaline. That takes 24 hours, and you can do that on any stone. You're supposed to actually bury the stones in the grain. And you need to dispose of the brown rice. Do not then go use the brown rice for dinner.
Your stones are basically a phone underwater.
Pretty much.
Rice is very multi-purpose.
It's a great
Mhm.
thing. It's a great thing.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Of course, natural light, but they say this ritual cleansing is often centered around certain points in the solar or lunar cycle. So you can set them out and recharge them. I've heard about recharging. I've never recharged my stones. I just try
Mm-mm.
cleansing them. They say to
Yeah.
set
I
your
wonder
stone
why.
out. Hmm,
I wonder why you have to recharge them. I guess it makes sense when it's around bad energy and toxins in the air
maybe.
that it would need like a recharge.
Listen. They got batteries, okay? They need this little pick me up.
Essentially, it just needs to
Uh,
be plugged in.
They say to set your stones out before nightfall and plan to bring them in before 11 a.m. This will allow your stones to bathe in the light of both the moon and the sun. However, prolonged sunlight may actually mess with your stone surface, so please make sure you get to them before, you know, morning is over. This takes 10 to 12 hours. Most tumbled stones. Please do not use this on vibrant stones such as amethyst or soft stones like celatine, because this also may damage it because of inclement weather. Inclement weather is an issue too. Of course, we talked about sage. Whoa, wait a minute.
What?
Why? Healthline, what are y'all trying to do? It says you'll need a fire safe bowl. Why do I need a fire safe bowl? I thought we just light it
That's
and
the
blow it out.
shell. The shell is fire safe.
Is the shell fire safe? See,
Yeah.
we did not have a bowl. We were just walking around doing our thing with with our wood. But it says only takes 30 to 60 seconds for any stone to wear saw on any
So
stone. Hmm. Yeah.
wait. You lit sage in your house without anything to catch the
No,
acid runoff?
I had the wood.
No. Wait. What?
I had the wood. What's the wood
Right.
called? The Palo
Palo
Santo.
Santo?
Yes.
But you lit that and let
And there was
the
smoke. There was smoke and everything. There was nothing actually dropped on the ground. Nothing.
okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say you just like set a fire in your house. Oh, love
Just
Oh my
I
god.
was just having fun, But no, like I did that. I literally like I would light it. I would let it get um singed enough that it actually has produced the smoke, blow it out, and then just walk around and let the smoke just keep going. And yeah, that's why I was like, you need a bowl? You have ashes, but I didn't use
the
sage, so maybe
Yeah,
that's
the
what
I'm
you
about to
like.
sage
get a
Sage
bowl.
is gonna
definitely
leave.
drops stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you
Um.
figure you're doing your whole house, that's prolonged. It's
Yes.
running for a while. It's like if you light incense. That's why you have
Mhm.
an incense catcher. 'Cause the little.
But yeah, the little
Yep.
stick
Yep. Yep.
thing, little.
Mhm.
But this is only needs 30 to 60 seconds per stone. Um. You want to allow the smoke to envelope the stone. Do, 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 do.
I'm
If
gonna
you
smother it.
feel, listen, if you feel like the stone is holding a lot, give it that extra 30 seconds. Okay, go that full minute. Now I know somebody that has a singing bowl.
I
I
have it.
don't know
Oh, I have one
anything. Y'all
too.
both have singing bowls? I don't
I
I'm not
never
know.
gonna
use
get
it.
up and get it
I
because
don't
it's
know
back
what
to me.
I don't know what
Yeah,
it's
it's in my
for.
closet.
But apparently you could use it to also cleanse your stones. You could use chanting,
Ooh.
singing bowls, tuning forks, or even a nice bell. This will take 5 to 10 minutes.
I
But
didn't
I
know
mean,
that could cleanse.
yeah.
I don't know how to use my singing bowl. I have it and I'm terrible at it. But
Yeah, me
when
too.
it works, it because it lets off vibrations. You can
Hmm.
like feel it in your chest. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
That's one of the things I wanted to get. I was like, I want to get a singing bowl, but I have no clue how to use it. And
I
this
got
is one
mine
I've
at
heard, and I think this is why you buy towers, but I could be wrong. Using a larger stone, so a larger quartz cluster, amethyst, or a celtine, you could use them to cleanse smaller stones. But that takes a day. It takes a full
just setting
24
them next to
hours.
it.
Place the stone directly inside or on top of any of the other stones.
Oof.
It's thought that the larger stone's vibration removes any negative energy found in the resting stone. And you can do that with any stone. You can also use smaller stones to clear that energy, which will also take 24 hours. You put it in a clearing. You put the clearing stones in a small bowl, and then you put all the other ones on top of it. And then we have breathing. I'm not sure breathing's going to work. I'm just going to keep it real.
Yeah,
I don't believe
like
breath
just
work.
breathing on it, like
I just don't think that.
There's,
I think I need more than
I
that.
think it's, I think it's just because it's not just it can't be just breathing. It's got to be like in combination with meditation.
Breath work can be an
It's
effective cleansing
different.
method. To get started, hold the stone in your dominant hand, focus your intention for a moment, and deeply inhale through your nostrils. Bring the stone closer to your face and exhale short, forceful breaths through the nose and onto the stone to bring the stone to its highest vibration. I just don't think that's it.
okay.
I'm
If
just
you guys are
trying to
watching
be
on
funny.
YouTube,
Like,
Giiblet was trying to do it
like,
right now.
like,
You hold it in your dominant hand.
I'm in my dominant hand, just first off,
You
my
did breathe on
breathing
it. You
went
gotta breathe
down.
on it.
My breathing went down and the stone was here. I felt the air hit my titties, not my hand. So like I'm gonna have to put it all the way up here. That's no.
I think it's
No.
more, it's meditation,
Yeah.
intention setting. It's, I don't know maybe it does. Maybe this is one really clean stone right.
Maybe. And the last is visualization, which I just
I
maybe.
imagine that you are cleansed.
You have to sit there and do that for a minute. Each stone.
I imagine very hard that you are cleansed.
Mhm.
And if you have
Mhm.
a lot of crystals, it's gonna take a while.
That's going to look. Giblet's gonna be there for at least 2 days.
It's here for years.
Like she gonna just be sitting there, just
It's you 4
I'm on the
years
last
later.
batch. But like,
Then
okay.
it's like you gotta
Like it's
redo
been
it like
3 days.
time and then do them all again.
And you gotta keep that positive visualization. Like, no, no.
It does force you to be positive though.
It would force me to be positive. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm doing all that.
Sorry, I can't come to work. I'm visualizing. My bad. I'm cleansing my crystals with my breath.
Need to cleanse it. Um, so okay. Your tower, what do you use it for?
So, it's supposed to channel energy. It's like a magic wand.
Mm-hmm.
You normally when you're like pulling cards, you can surround yourself with things that feel like give you power. The selenite tower is supposed to boost. It's like a signal booster. So
Okay.
when you're trying to get answers on things, or if you're trying to set good intentions, it's a good idea to have something just signal boosting, just saying, you know what, spirits around me do work, please.
So you could use that and sit the other ones under it, and that could cleanse. It's a larger stone.
I think that it would not stay. We would have a
Oh my
balance
god.
issue
We will have a balance issue. Okay. Okay.
on
So
most of them. Some of them it'll work. Like this is a very flat stone. I can't even do it with this one. No, you
all
know what it
right.
is? The selenite crystal
Mythbusters.
itself is.
It's
I
like,
guess
is
because
it
some
slanted?
people have like bowls of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we
No,
can't have it go sideways, I guess.
the bottom is flat, but it's like flat on an angle.
Mm.
Hmm.
So it's barely sturdy when it's placed on a flat surface. Any deviation from that, not so
Yeah, just
much.
knock over.
That'd be a hot mess. I can see it now. So
Especially
okay.
with me, because I'm a cloud.
I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, so Giblet, I asked Goddess, I like that segue. What
Rude.
crystal do you want to get next?
Me?
Yes, you have a
Oh
lot, but which
man,
one would you love to get? Like, I would love to get this crystal.
I want more citrine. I have a lot of citrine. I don't have enough. I think for it being the thing that grounds me, I just
Mhm.
want. Oh, there are these things I see online. They make them into crowns.
Ooh.
Oh, that
Oh,
sounds cute.
it's so cool. They make citrine crowns, and it's just it'd be so cool just to have it. Like I'm not that kind of person. I barely wear jewelry, It would make me happy.
You know what? We're about to go
it,
Googling.
it was. I
Citrine.
found it. I found it. I found it. It's.
Oh,
They make them into
that's pretty.
crowns. They make them like little headbands.
Uh-huh.
And just like to channel the energy from my brain out with the points from a citrine crown, it would do work, you know?
Ooh, maybe some bracelets too. Did you guys
Mm-hmm.
get like a bracelet moment?
You know,
Like
it's
if I could
funny.
walk around with this
Those
all
are
day.
cute.
Ma'am, no, you'd be a unicorn. We can't do that. Mm-mm. That's not gonna work.
It's
It's not gonna work.
It's very ethereal.
I don't know. I think the moonstone looks really, really cute. Um,
Moonstones are gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I might have to go
like
with
sounds
the
so cute.
moonstone. Those aren't they? See, now we need to go shopping. And there is actually I've seen this billboard about a crystal shop here in Atlanta. So maybe
Ooh.
tomorrow, since I do have some time in between my errands, I might have to hit up the crystal shop, get some appropriate sage bowls, so I can
Like
stop walking
the first
around,
thing you say, like,
saging
where are the sage
properly.
bowls?
'Cause I used to have the sage running like all day. I would have it up on my counter while I streamed. It would just be
What?
going, and it's also like it's very weird. I don't know what I think it might be like psychological, but it definitely made it easier. I have a lot of allergies.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's literally cleansing, but it made breathing easier despite the fact that it's smoke. Like it's the most
Yeah.
bizarre and I would feel better. It also puts you in like a little bit of an elevated state when you have a lot of it running.
Giiblet was
You do
getting
feel a little lighter.
Do you have your window open when you do that, or
Yes, usually. I haven't done it. I don't do it in the summer because I have the air conditioning going.
Mhm.
So I don't really
mm,
have open windows and stuff, but I have to open
Okay.
the window or else it just engulfs the whole house.
Ooh.
It's very strong. It's very, very
mhm.
strong. I have to have more than just one window open to like send the fan sending the smoke outside.
Okay. All right. Ooh. Ooh. All right. I found something I wanted to tell y'all about
Oh,
because the internet has everything. Um, and there is this website. No, not a website. It's a profile on Facebook, and they talk about the best crystals based off of the season. So for a Cancer
no.
season, they say moonstone is the sacral and crown. It connects to lunar
Ooh,
energy. It offers new beginnings, enhances intuition, nurturing and healing. And it actually has a little affirmation. It says, I honor my cyclo, nature, and magic. We have the blue calcite, which is the throat chakra. It's supposed to promote serenity, calms anxiety and worry, balances emotion, and aids communication. And it says, I release anxiety and relax into peace. All right, now this one, the labradorite.
I have that one.
Is that
That's
how
those are all throat chakras.
that it says it's actually
Stone.
the third eye.
The third eye?
It says that
ooh,
for this
That came in my
situation.
throat chakra. That's the one that I said, oh, it's like iridescent.
Mhm. They say
It's
that's the
pretty.
third eye. It banishes fear and insecurities, heightens psychic gifts, bring emotional depth, and supports change. And it says, I trust my intuition to guide me. And
Look at it.
then, yeah, that is the one. Yeah, that is
that's
really
so
pretty.
cute.
It's so pretty. Sometimes you catch the light and you're like, oh,
Yeah, because it moves.
That's so
The
pretty.
yeah.
blue moves.
It doesn't. It's hard to catch sometimes, but just sometimes
Oh
you
no,
get it.
you're catching it. And the last is a hematite, which is the root chakra. It says highly protective, balances mind and body, improves confidence, and imparts resilience. And it ends with I am strong, I am capable, I am confident. So those are the crystals that we apparently need for Cancer season.
I need
I have
all of those.
those.
Mhm,
I
mhm,
need
So
all
that
of them.
link, I shared a link of an Etsy shop.
mhm.
They have
They got the crystals.
those are all like blue. They have them actually, I think, in a set.
Ooh.
The ones that you mentioned, and you can get all of them at once.
Yeah, the Cancer
Oh, okay.
zodiac crystal set, like those.
No. So the ones that I got were the chakra set. the ones that she was going through, if we look, which this is like anyone watching, they're not gonna know what we're talking about. But
We'll
I think
put the
it
we'll
was
put the
in the
links.
set that had the throat chakra,
Mhm.
and it had labradorite, it had amazonite, it had them all. And I don't. Okay, but it does have also your zodiac.
Okay.
Well, the pregnancy
Okay.
crystals are so pretty. They're like super spring.
I just
And
want to.
what's cute about this website is it has sorry, it
Mm-mm.
just has little cards that explain them.
That's nice. I think my
Hmm.
crystals came with cards. I don't know what those cards are though. I just want to say that Gemini seasons is a serpentine. I'm just saying.
I don't resonate with any of Taurus's. When I saw it, I was like, it's very watermelon, and I don't know that I right
Watermelon.
watermelon, but it has jade, which is like money. So
Hey,
I
hey.
remember having jade everything growing up because it's like good wealth, good fortune, an apple
Yeah.
for serenity, a pendant for balance. If you know where that's from, you're great. You're a great person. Love you so much.
My wish card, my face roller is jade. It's the green jade. It's
Ooh.
very
And it's
nice.
rose quartz.
Yes. So it sounds like we need to go and we need to perhaps get more crystals.
I need
Mhm.
more. I'm definitely
Do
gonna
we
order some
I
do
need
we
more.
a
is
singing
it
bowl.
bogus or do we think that there's something to it?
I think
Um,
there's something to it.
yeah, I think so. And I think like when I use my crystals, like I say prayers to God, but I'm holding the crystals. But it's like it's just a mechanism.
Hmm.
It's like a quick
Yeah.
way to get to Him.
It's like grounding you to earth.
Yeah, it's a quick little email. It's like the email. So instead of sending it through the postal service, I use the email system. The crystals are email. That's all.
I
But
think it's
I
just
do I
to
do have something
channel.
for y'all.
Uh-oh.
I have my affirmation.
Yes. Okay, I'm ready.
So this
Ooh,
is actually the
excited.
one
Wait,
that's
wait.
on my vision board. It is the seven
Oh, I
chakra
love that.
affirmations. I am one with the universe. I am guided. I am worthy of being heard. I am at peace. I am empowered. I am creative and inspired. I am loved and supported. That's what I have on my wall.
It's very nice. This is so
That's so
comfortable right now.
beautiful. I love that.
She is just all in it. She is all in it. She's got
It's
the
Get
so
thumb
because
get
one on
some
her
roses.
head.
they're cold. It just
Mhm.
like it wakes you up and it brings you back to the moment that you're in. Instead of thinking about how uncomfortable you are, you're just thinking about breathing
So it
and
looks
how
like all of
happy it
mine
is
might
to
be
be.
real then, because they are all cold. So
And I don't
maybe
know if
they're
that's
real.
true. I mean,
Mine's are
I
We're
have air
cold
gonna
too.
conditioning
we're
running.
gonna we're gonna we're gonna say that. We're just gonna say that if they're cold, they're real.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, Yana, we
they're
didn't get to see yours.
real.
Mine's are okay. They're in this bowl, and it's the chakra. I literally
Oh,
have.
cute.
Oh my god, those
That's
are
a
so
really cute
gorgeous.
set. They're so
Yeah.
vibrant.
Yeah.
So
So
pretty.
yes, and I keep them in this bowl, and I look at the bowl. It's right across from my bed, so I see it in the morning. It's trying to get me together.
I
It's.
challenge you, just lay them in the like look up the where they go
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
lay on the bed and just lay them in place. Oh, it really is. It sounds we sound nuts, but it's really
Yeah.
grounding. It's
It's peaceful.
genuinely just something about like focusing your energy into like a thing and just letting it take it away is
Feels good.
I will
nice.
say, I will say if you catch this, podcast episode and you never like were into crystals and this gave you some insight, you want to like do your own research and like do that, then I suggest it. Even if
Yes.
you end up like not liking crystals, it's good to like, you find out information on it and like, oh, okay, that makes sense, or
It's also a pretty good case study on like how different people get different things out of having the crystals. Like I think
Mhm.
we all have our own intentions with them, and the thing you get out you put in, and it's it can only help you as long as you have good energy about it. If you go into it negative, you're probably gonna have a negative experience. Just like everything. It's a lesson of life.
You know what? I think that's a good affirmation too.
Yeah.
You're gonna get what you put into
That's so
it.
good.
And
Yes.
with that, we want to thank you for listening to the Life is Scary podcast.
Full stories down below. Bye.
Yes.
Yes, we want to know the tea.
Um, if you want to show us your whole little setup, you know, help a sister out, give us some links on where to get honest crystals. Yes, definitely.
At Life is Scary Pod on everything.
Yes, all our socials.
Bye.